Hi, and welcome back. I'm Josh Jasian, a professional real estate broker and property investor. The topic of today's episode is, when is it best to rent? Very often, renting is looked down upon in our culture. People often say it's a total waste of money. You should buy a home now. Stop wasting that money. I'd like to answer 3 common questions I get from my clients as they think through, is it time to rent or buy? The first question is, should I buy even though I don't plan on being in an area for more than a few years? To answer that question, it is very expensive both to buy and sell. So as a buyer, even with a low down payment, you're still going to need $5,000 to $10,000, and you're also going to need another, say, $5,000 for closing costs. So even with a low down payment, you're looking at $10,000 to $20,000 down. As a seller, it's even more expensive. In fact, you need to plan on spending around 7% of your home's value when it's time to sell. It adds up very quickly, and there's no way around it. You have to give title insurance, you have to pay an attorney, you have to pay state, local, and sometimes city taxes, and then you have to pay the realtor commissions, both on the buy and the sell side. For example, if you sell a $300,000 house, it's going to cost you around $21,000 to sell that home. And unless you're going to be in a home for over 5 years, it's very hard to recoup that cost. So I would tell you, if you're only going to be in a location for a few years, or might have to move within a few years unpredictably, then it's often much better to rent, even after paying down a little bit of principal and hopefully benefiting from appreciation. The second question is, well, I know I'm going to be in an area for a while, but I have a lot of high interest debt, credit card debt, car loans, student loans that have high interest rates attached to them. Should I still buy now? You have to anticipate the worst case when it comes to being a homeowner. They don't call it the joys of homeownership for nothing. This refers to the inevitable headaches that arise as a homeowner. No matter how good you do an inspection, you got to plan on something bad happening within the first few years. For example, I knew a homeowner who bought his home and did everything right on the inspection, but lo and behold, a year later, he had to spend $8,000 to repair his main sewer line. If that happens to you, as happens to many people, then it's going to be very hard, and you might see yourself falling behind on your mortgage payments or even facing foreclosure. So my answer here is, pay off the credit card debt. If you have high monthly payments and high interest rates on student loans and cars, pay those off first. You want to put yourself in a position to be a successful owner of your home and not jeopardize what is likely going to be your biggest financial investment. It helps to look at how a bank considers your financial picture when you make a mortgage application. They, of course, want to make sure that they're going to be paid back, and they do that by looking at all of your monthly debt obligations. So if you're making minimum monthly payments on a credit card, that is going to severely crimp how much you can afford. If you were to pay off all that debt, you could afford more home. The third question relates to lifestyle. If your lifestyle dictates that you work a lot of hours or are required to travel a lot for work, or you have other obligations in your life where you're taking care of someone in your family, or other things like this that severely limit your time at home, it might be better for you to consider renting in the long run. Also, if you're not handy at all, if it's tough for you to even paint a room, it gets very expensive to maintain a home and to take care of the things that need to be done, which are many. Lawn care, exterior maintenance, routine painting, gutter cleaning can really transform homeownership from being a privilege to more of a burden. It might be better to let the landlord take care of these things. So it helps to think very realistically about your lifestyle and what fits best in with you in the long run. Yes, buying a home and making the payments over a long period of time is a great wealth builder. So also is putting money into retirement via a 401k or an IRA. So there's multiple paths to building wealth for yourself in the long run, and it doesn't have to come through buying a home. I hope this was helpful, so please stay tuned for more episodes, and if you have any questions, please let me know, whether it's in the comments section or call or email. Thank you very much.